YouTube, what is up? Right now we are going to do an island tour of my island. I've had a few people ask to see my island, so I figured I would drop a tour of the island so everybody can see what my island looks like. And make sure you watch the video to the end. That is where we are going to tour my house. I'm going to save that for the end just because of where my house is on the island. But we'll start off here at the airport. As you can see, I do have a yellow airport. It's pretty bright colored. Didn't really have a preference there. And then my town flag is the He-Man flag. If you've ever seen that YouTube video, it is quite entertaining. As we come into the island, I have a little snapping turtle here. He greets you as we come onto the island. Before we go any further, I do want to show you my map just so you get a layout idea of what we're looking like. So as you can see, my house is in the top right corner of the map. Now I know you can't see all my villagers because of the face cam overlay, but we do have Eric, who you can see. We have Bianca, we have Tank, we have Cat, who is a cat, we have Claudia, who is a tiger, we have Whitney, we have Fauna, Audie, Sherb, and Kid. So those are all my villagers, in case anybody is curious. And as you can see in my town map, we have the museum off in the left. We have resident services, Tom Nook and Abel, all pretty close to the front. And then the campsite is really in the middle of the map. But with that, we are going to head on up toward the museum. But on the way, we are going to shoot down a balloon. But right now I'm standing in an area that I usually use for a swap meet. So I'll drop items in here that are, you know, I'm willing to give away to people who are visiting my island and stuff. So whenever I have visitors on stream over on Twitch, I will have items in here. The only reason there aren't any right now is simply because I was cleaning up the island to try to get it to 5 stars because Isabel was complaining that I had too much stuff laying around on the island. So as we head further north, you can see resident services on my right. We are going to come back down this way, but we are going to go to the left first. We have Cat here on the bench eating a donut. You can see I have a bunch of flowers right over this way. Some just various fruit trees and other flowers as we continue to try to grow different hybrids. This is Cat's house. Cat lives near the beach and on the way to the museum. Just have some, you know, decent little pathways. Nothing terribly exciting at the moment. Again, more beach pathways, just shrubs. Kind of on the way. Then we have the museum. As you can see, we have a little pond and a fountain out front. I'm not going to go into the museum and show you all of the fish and bugs that I've caught. If you have followed my channel at all, you do know that we have caught all the fish and bugs that are available in the Northern Hemisphere in May, or up until May, from the start of the game's launch. We do have a little hammock over here on the beach. Nothing crazy really on the beach out here. Pretty simple. Like to keep things simple. Just some more flowers that we're trying to grow different hybrids with. This is Kid's house. So this is, right now we're currently behind resident services. So Kid lives here. He's got a little bench. And you can see the campsite is up and over here. And then again, trying to grow more hybrid flowers. We've got the red ones to get the black tulips. We've got the white flowers here trying to get blue ones, and then we've got red ones here trying to get more dark colored flowers. We do have a little pond here. Got to make sure we keep the pond so we can catch the pond fish. There's Kid, just chilling on the path. So as you see, we're back, right? We did a small little loop. We're back at resident services. Kix is in town today, which is cool. I created a little pond here in front of resident services and then built these I think they're star lamps. I don't remember. I don't have this DIY, but somebody made them for me. But put those there. They look nice at night, and then I was able to create a little pond that I can go fishing in. As you know, I'm a big fan of fishing. There goes Fauna walking near Kix. We got Eric over here sleeping under a tree in a park. I made a little park here kind of in front of the Able store and Nook's. Wanted to make a little area that could use the shrubs. I think it's alright. We'll definitely keep improving it. Just kind of put some outdoor stuff here, and no, it works for now. We might continue or keep changing it. Then you'll notice I do have Abel and Nooks. We have them side by side, so that way whenever visitors are coming, it's easy for them to find both the shops. No reason to make it complicated and make people run all over the island. Again, you'll notice a common theme with my island in that there are flowers all over the place that we're trying to grow hybrids. Looks like that is, I think that's Bianca running around. Yep. Just saying hey. So we have a couple, more flowers out here. Red, yellow, the orange ones. Got another bench. Then if we go across this island, we have a lot of tulips. We have Audie over here working out. Right here is where Tank lives. And off to the right here, we have Sherb. Now, I used to have Sly live here, so Tank and Sly were both jocks. So I had built them this outdoor gym in front of their house so that they could work out, but Sly has since moved out, so now Sherb lives there. But it works. It's still an outdoor area for all the villagers to work out, which you can see Audie is kind of using. It's close. Not quite there, but close. As we head over this way, we're going to go across this little island here. And you'll notice we have a little coffee stand. Nice little outdoor sitting area. We have another little guard turtle here. Fauna lives here. We have a little garden. And Audie lives here. So Audie and Fauna live here down by the beach. On the beach, we do have a beach chair. We have a beach towel, beach ball, and a little radio. On the pier, we do have the fish cooler out there, which is kind of nice. We also have a T-Rex here on the island. Had some leftover fossils, so I decided to build a T-Rex statue. As we continue to head north, we get to one of the ways to get to my house. I have some flowers here on the left. I have a nice orange tree. As we come up, we have these floor lamps, and we have these dog statues, which I painted in like the mossy color. Then we have a waterfall path. Now, I'm not going to go all the way up there right now, because I want to show you some other parts of the island real quick. But we will be there momentarily. I'm going to see if I can vault across this. I think I can. Nope. I can do it over here. Alright, we are going to just climb up here, because I don't feel like walking all the way around. So up here on this little cliff top area, I've put most of my bamboo. The plan is to make this into kind of just a like a zen area maybe, so I have this nice little fountain. We've still got some work to do in this area, but you can see all the bamboos kind of in place, and that's the long-term goal, but we definitely have some work to do there. As we hop across, again, this is another area that probably needs a little bit of work on my island. We do have these evergreen-style trees. I don't really like these trees very much, so I think I will probably end up cutting them down, but we'll see. Here, again, we got some lilies, trying to grow some various hybrid lilies. We have black roses that I've grown, more windflowers that are hybrids, more lilies that we're trying to grow different hybrids out of. So if you remember, right, we were at the campsite. If we come up this little path, you can see off to my left, we have a lot of different roses. Hybrid roses is obviously the goal here, which you can see we do have a number of. Whitney lives here, so I probably need to put a few things here in front of their house to make it look a little bit nicer. But Whitney lives in the left house, Eric lives here in the right one. As we go further back, we have more roses, and then some more lilies over here. Again, really trying to grow lots of different kind of flowers. We go down this. We can come back here to the secret beach where we want to see Red, who apparently just doesn't exist in the game because I haven't seen him in like a week and a half and it's driving me nuts. That's how I get to Red's area, or the secret beach. As we come up this little pathway, I do have like an inverse waterfall walkway. You can see I got a little pond on the left that goes down with the waterfall, and then I have the waterfall here. Then I have Bianca's house here. I made them a little garden. Claudia lives here. Again, little garden. Then we get to my house. As you can see, I have my two pet snapping turtles. They both live here, and I have a little doghouse and a pond and everything for them. What's you thinking, Tank? Oh, chef's outfit. Oh, I didn't mean to actually buy that. Sure. Make your day. Probably just spent too much money on that. But hey, make my villager happy. And then, once he's done talking, you can see I have a couple little rocking chairs. I have a little pool. Out here we have like a little cook area, right? We got the pizza oven, we got a smoker, got a grill, crafting table, clothesline. Got the giant Atlas moth. You can see this is where we were. We have a little anchor statue and then an inflatable pool. And then, of course, I have a little fishing area up top. Then we will go into my house and we'll show you what my house looks like. So, as we come in to the house, you can see this is my main living room area. I have a lot of the ironwood set. I have a nice little sitting area to the left here. This is the kitchen. I have this big kitchen aisle. I have the ironwood, I forget what it's called, kitchenette maybe is what it might be called. I don't remember off the top of my head. We have the double refrigerator. We got the oven, or the stove and the oven. Again, a sink over here, pot rack. Then we have a couple other things on the wall, as you can see. And then a nice little shelf over here. Now, the next room we have, this is like my gold and my money room, but we'll show you. So I have a bunch of gold stuff in here. I have the safe. I have the $100,000 briefcase. I have bags of money on the ground. We have the big diamond ring here. We have a microscope to make sure everything is real that goes in this. We have my various plaques from the, I think it's the Happy Home Association, or the Homeowners Association. We have my gold bathtub from Celeste. We got Pikachu on the wall because Pikachu is the bomb. We have the other award. A nice little shelf up there. Of course, we have a security camera making sure nobody's stealing anything. And then we got some gold bars on the table. Really just a room for me to store some of the more expensive things that I find in the game. Now, as we move to the next room, we do have my office. So this is like an office room. It's still a little bit of a work in progress, but you can see we got like, you know, we got YouTube over there on the computer. We got another little laptop over here. Some books. You know, we're planning our future turnip markets up there on the whiteboard. You know, got some pirate music. It's just very office-y. Got some work to do in there, but it's coming along. It's coming along. I'd really like to add some of the haunted photos or haunted art from Red if he ever comes back to my island. It's quite frustrating that he shows up so rarely. In here we have a little arcade room. Got the arcade flooring, and we can play some games in here. Still looking for like a better wallpaper for this room, but you know, it's just a game room. Got a little game room in here that, you know, play whatever games we want. Maybe Animal Crossing. You never know. You never know. We'll go into the basement. So the basement is like my critter trophy room. As you can see, I have all like the rare fish that I've caught more than one of. So we got a giant trevally, we got a sturgeon, stringfish, golden trout, char, got the scorpion, the tarantula, we got a coelacanth, the tuna, the barrel-eye, the marlin, mahi. I do have a frog and a crawfish. I thought those tanks were just cool, so I put them in there. And then we have the one butterfly as well. Honestly, probably gonna like end up using that butterfly for a model from Flick, but for now, it stays displayed. We do have the fishing flags up. I actually think those are really cool. Big fan of those. And both the wallpaper and the flooring here are from Sahara. So if anyone's interested in those, they do come from Sahara. And the last part of my house is my bedroom. I do have work to do in this room, but for now, right, we have Rover's briefcase from the Mayday event. We have a nice little table here with a nice plant. A couple other fish, right? We got Nemo, we got Dory. We have just a a nice bed and clothes closet, sitting area, can watch TV. But yeah, pretty simple. Need some work to be done in this room, but it's coming along slowly. Haven't spent a lot of time working on this yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there with time. But with that being said, guys, let me know what you think is the coolest part of my island. Let me think what you think is the worst part of my island down in the comments. Would love to get all of your feedback on it. Also, if you would all please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. That way you see new videos when I post it. I would greatly appreciate that, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for checking out my island.